Hello, everyone. We are so excited that in just a few minutes, the Hometown Heroes Santa Monica History Museum annual gala will begin. And I'm here. It's so nice to see you, and so many people like Kira and Dustin and Rada and John are already with us. We know you're in the chat. I am here to remind you about what is potentially the most important part of our gathering this evening, and that is dessert. So if you are interested in a dessert, we have a dessert dash this evening. So the dessert dash is an actual real dessert dash, which means that if you are the fortunate person who purchases one of our 3 fancy desserts, we will deliver it live during this gala anywhere in Santa Monica. So if you want the 6-inch chocolate cake from Cake Monkey, or if you want the pie you can't buy, well, you can buy it here, or the whole burnt Basque cheesecake from, Deb helped me with this, Pajolais, I think I've got that. Those 3 desserts are available right now for bidding in GiveSmart, our auction and giving software. So make sure you find those 3 desserts, because we will be closing the bidding on those 3 desserts very early in our event so that we have time to deliver them. And as you can see right now, Yolanda from the Ed Foundation, it's so nice to see you. Yolanda is currently in the lead on the chocolate cake. The pie you can't buy is being bought by Dev Love, and I can see that Susan Potter wants the cheesecake to come to her house. Well, that may all come to be, but everyone has the opportunity to bid on all the desserts right now. Make sure you do so. Also, gather all of the delicious things that you are interested in, because we're going to be beginning our event in just a few short minutes. We are so excited to have you all here. Welcome. We'll start very, very soon.
we asked mezzo-soprano, beloved Santa Monica vocal teacher Aggie Norris, and pianist William Beck to bring to life sheet music from our archive of the 1916 Lillian Langdon song, Come Along to Santa Monica. Miss Langdon was a silent film actress whose career started on the East Coast in opera and theater. She settled in Santa Monica, finding work at the Innsville Movie Ranch, located at what we know today as Pacific Coast Highway and Sunset Boulevard. While the Santa Monica Ocean Park Chamber of Commerce declared the song to be the official song of the city of Santa Monica, California, it was never formally adopted by city leadership. We hope you enjoy this nostalgic piece of Santa Monica history.
So fragrant, and its sky that is bluest
Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you here at the Santa Monica History Museum's annual gala, Hometown Heroes. And as we begin, we want to pause and acknowledge that our presence at the Santa Monica History Museum is on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the history of Santa Monica, to celebrate this amazing museum, and to honor some hometown heroes as we celebrate our diverse histories. And we asked many people who are part of the city of Santa Monica if they would share with us. Hello to you, Yolanda. I see you in the chat, and I see so many people who are here with us. We asked people what it means to be part of Santa Monica. There are so many people in this community. And so here are some of what we heard in response. I am Santa Monica. Check these out.
Hi, my name is Terry Decker. My husband Jay and I are second-generation Santa Monicans. In fact, we met in kindergarten at Franklin Elementary School. Our friendship continued at Lincoln, where he was boys' vice president and I was girls' vice president, and then on to Samo High and beyond. We raised 3 kids who also went to the same schools we did. My mom, Helen Cohen, was very active in the PTA, and my dad, Seymour Cohen, was very much involved in the community, was on the city council, and mayor pro tem. We continue to live in this wonderful city. We are Santa Monica.
Hi, this is Daniela Kawasaki. 25 years ago, I came from Brazil. I'm very proud to be in Santa Monica for the last 10 years. Our business, Gerber Kawasaki Wealth Management, employs over 45 people, and we're very proud to serve the Santa Monica community. I am Santa Monica.
So many people that are part of Santa Monica, and we are so thrilled that so many of you are here this evening. And we can see that Michelle is in the chat, and Kathleen and Lisa and Susan and Zachary and John. Please come join us in the chat, because that is another place where we can all be part of Santa Monica together. Now, before we do anything else, I do have to remind everyone about dessert. And I know that some of you have already realized that dessert is a very important part of your evening's celebration of the Santa Monica History Museum. We are doing a dessert dash tonight, which means if you are one of the fortunate people who purchases one of our 3 very special desserts, that includes the 6-inch chocolate malt cake from Cake Monkey, or the pie you can't buy, except that you can tonight if you're fortunate, or the whole burnt Basque cheesecake from Pajolet on Main Street, we are going to deliver those desserts during this event anywhere in Santa Monica. So if you purchase one of those desserts and you're in Santa Monica, well, Zach, you can buy it, but usually you can't buy it because it's not for sale. But it is for sale tonight through special arrangement. So I know that it's so great. You should ask Deb Love about all of that. If you want us to be bringing dessert to your party, to your house, now is the moment to be bidding on the desserts. And I can see that Susan really wants the cheesecake to come to her party. And Rob is hoping to buy that pie that he can buy. And the chocolate cake is currently going to Yolanda, which makes me a little bit jealous. Yolanda, so good to see you. Now, if you're wondering, wait a minute, where can I purchase these dessert dash items? You want to make sure that you are logged into our auction software, GiveSmart. You can log into GiveSmart if you click on the link that you are finding right here, smhm2021.givesmart.com. We're also going to put that link right into the chat, and you'll be able to log in, register, make sure that you follow the prompts. You can see you're going to click register to attend right here. You'll then be prompted to put in your information and credit card, which will be helpful. And then you will be able to bid not only on our 3 dessert dash items, but also on all of our live auction items. And I will tell you, we have some very amazing live auction items coming up. You will also be able to help by making a contribution to the Santa Monica History Museum a little bit later So please, please make sure that you are registered for GiveSmart. And we suggest that you consider using a second device, like a phone or a tablet. So watch right here on this device that you're watching on right now, and then log into GiveSmart on a second device. That way you'll be able to watch and bid at the same time. And I will tell you, when things get a little wild coming up here, woo, and I can see that there is some friendly Santa Monica competition happening right in the chat. Kathleen and Lisa just jumped in. Sorry, Yolanda, you are no longer going to be receiving the chocolate cake. And Kathleen and Lisa, I do know that chocolate goes well with bourbon and martinis, in case you're curious. So make sure that you get your bids in, because we're going to close our dessert dash very, very soon. While you are doing all of that, we also just want you to come and join us in the chat. Make sure you join us in the chat, because that is a great way for you to be part of this Santa Monica community. As you can see, that's community spirit. It is so easy to join us in the chat. You just have to create a free YouTube account, which YouTube calls a channel. This is how you do it if you're not already with us. And Chuck, it's so great to see you. And Susan, so nice to see you as well. And Susan Potter is recognizing that AutoBid is a great way to be in the lead. I can see that everybody's got this figured out. All you have to do is create a free YouTube account following these instructions. Just click sign in, create a channel, and then you will be able to chat with all of us right here in the chat. And there will be some games and prizes and surprises, and it's a great place to be able to shout people out in just a moment. So while you are doing those things, and particularly focus on the desserts, because those are going to close first, we asked additional people what it means to be part of this incredible community of Santa Monica. And here are a few more of the responses that we heard.
Hi, I'm Monica Gonzalez.
And I'm Ryan Gonzalez.
I was born and raised here in Santa Monica, and I moved away but came back so that my boys could go to school here, and I also work here. And we are Santa Monica.
I'm Pastor Joe Matoyer of Acts of Church That Studies. My wife and I bought our home here 43 years ago, raised 5 children. I have 15 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. Pleased to say that I've served our city as chair of the Personnel Commission at Santa Monica College. I'm an associate at the college, chaplain with the Santa Monica Police Department, and I'm president-elect of the Santa Monica Rotary Club. I am Santa Monica.
You look like maybe too young to have children, sir, let alone those grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and yet we salute you and congratulations and thank you all for being here. And I can tell that people are very, very much involved. Linda Greenberg from the Santa Monica Education Foundation. I see you, Linda, hoping that chocolate cake arrives at your house. Deb Love has the pie you can't buy. Susan Potter has the cheesecake. So Susan Potter is pointing out something that I want to make sure everybody knows about. When you are hoping to purchase something in our live auction or one of these Dessert Dash items, you want to make sure that you are considering the bid more auto bid feature. In GiveSmart, if you click auto bid, you will be able to put in a top amount, and then the robots will do your bidding for you. And that is a great way to ensure that you are the top person when it all comes down very quickly. Kathleen is back in the lead on the chocolate cake. So Linda, you're gonna have to come back. And Deb is in the lead on 2 items at the same time, which means that Deb is probably using that auto bid feature. And if you wanna find the top of someone's auto bid, well, you gotta keep going, okay? So I can see that everyone is, you're figuring out the desserts. Those are the first thing that is going to go first. I know, right, Yolanda? That chocolate cake, it is looking very good and currently going to Kathleen and Lisa. So if anybody else wants, you better get in there quick because we are going to sell those very, very soon. But before we do, tonight we are going to be playing a little game. Wait. Can we tell people before we play the game? Yes, let's tell them this. If you need any help tonight, if you need assistance with GiveSmart or with YouTube, please reach out to our party support. We have party assistants standing by. You can call 360-670-6898, or you can send an email to rsvp@santamonicahistory.org. If you need assistance, we can help you. Just reach out, give us a call, or send us an email, and we can make that happen for you. We'd love to help you. So now we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little game that we're calling Where's Ian? And the reason that we're calling it Where's Ian is because I had the chance to wander around Santa Monica and find some specific locations. So we're going to ask you in the chat to see if you can be the fastest person to figure out exactly just what Deb said. Just imagine that I'm Waldo from the classic children's books Where's Waldo, only it's Where's Ian, and I'm somewhere in Santa Monica. Yes, okay, so I am somewhere in Santa Monica. Are you ready? If you are the fastest person, not exactly Zachary, but I am somewhere. So here we go. Our first round of Where's Ian? And, where's Ian? Does anyone know? And if you can tell us in the chat, we're going to, no, okay, we'll give you a little help. We'll give you a little bit of help. All right, let's see. Is it, yes, and anybody know? Come on, you can see. Yeah, there it is. You guys got it. Exactly. I am not on 18th, but actually on 7th. And that is a little, it's a little hint for a little earlier, for a little later. Exactly. Okay, nicely done. You guys figure it. Don't worry. We're going to play Where's Ian a couple more times. Zach, nicely done. And so since we are out and about in Santa Monica, we have, we asked more people what it means to be part of Santa Monica. And here are a couple more amazing people letting us know what it means to be part of this community.
Hi everyone, my name is Janet Yang, and I've been living in Santa Monica since 1989. And I don't think I could have survived Los Angeles if it weren't for Santa Monica. We get to walk everywhere, go to the beach, have great food. I love it here. I am Santa Monica.
Hello, I'm Earl Clarkston, and I'm a board member for the Santa Monica History Museum. And I am part of the LGBTQI community in and around Los Angeles. And I am Santa Monica.
So many Santa Monicans. And it is so wonderful to be all together celebrating. There's such a long history in Santa Monica that goes back, many decades. And then there's the history of all of the people who are here. And I know so many people are such long-term Santa Monicans as well. And so we're so excited to have you all here. Okay, Santa Monicans, all of you who are in Santa Monica, who are hoping that desserts are going to be coming to you, I just want to remind you that you could have the 6-inch chocolate malt cake from Cake Monkey. You could have the pie you can't buy, and yet you can buy it. Or the whole burnt Basque cheesecake. These 3 desserts are going to be handed off to volunteers who will be heading out to any destination in Santa Monica in just moments. If you want one of these 3 desserts, you need to be logged in to GiveSmart right now, because we are going to sell all 3 of these desserts at the same time. Are you ready? Here we go. I am going to give you 2 minutes to go. And Yolanda, back in the lead. The chocolate cake is coming to Yolanda. Nicely, nicely done. Yolanda, I'm assuming that you're not at the front desk at the Ed Foundation, but that you are somewhere else in Santa Monica. But we'll deliver it to any destination that makes sense. The pie you can't buy is going to Deb, and the cheesecake is going to Deb. You only have about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Remember, if you really, really want one of these, I highly recommend that you use the auto bid feature. Set that maximum bid. Oh, Susan jumps in, and now the cheesecake is going to Susan's house. Now you only have about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Yolanda's got that chocolate malt cake. Oh, I'm so jealous. Deb, you've got the pie you can't buy. And I love that people are finding enough time to bid and then brag about their bids in the chat at the same time, which is pretty good. Deb, you must have an auto bid working on your behalf because Deb is also, she's doing a little friendly competition. You've got 1 minute to go on all 3 of our dessert dash items. This is your chance. Exactly what John said. Yolanda, you've got the chocolate cake. And Deb, you've got the pie you can't buy. Susan's got the cheesecake coming your direction. And I'm telling you, you've only got 45 seconds to go. Yolanda is sitting there thinking, please, nobody pay attention to the chocolate cake. But now you've only got about 30 seconds to go. Less than 1 minute. The pie you can't buy is going to Deb. Susan, you've got the cheesecake. I highly recommend that if you want one of these amazing desserts to come to your house, that you make a bid very, very quickly. Yolanda's in the lead on the chocolate cake. You've got 20 seconds remaining. The pie you can't buy is going to Deb. Cheesecake is going to Susan Potter. And anybody that is at any of the houses with those people, you could be cheering for those people right now. You've only got 15 seconds to go. Adrian, we appreciate you. And if you want one of these desserts, now is the chance to make a bid. Yolanda's got the chocolate cake. The pie you can't buy is going to Deb. Susan Potter's got the cheesecake. This is the last second. Deb, I'm so glad that that's true. Now you've only got 10 seconds. Oh! Rob Schwenker jumps in on the pie you can't buy. Deb, I am guessing now there are groans at your house. If you want, Deb, I'm going to give you a last chance because Rob is using strategery because he knows how I do this. And now you've only got 9 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid. Yolanda's hoping that everybody's so distracted by Deb and Rob that they're not noticing that she's still sitting there with the chocolate cake. Now you've got 8 seconds remaining. Susan's got the cheesecake. You've got 7 seconds to go. Rob's in the lead on the pie you can't buy. You've got 6 seconds. Yolanda's got the cheesecake. 5 seconds remaining. Susan Potter jumps in on the pie you can't buy. Deb Love's got the cheesecake. Oh, Tara jumps in on that malt cake. You've got 4 seconds to go. I see. People were waiting for the last moments. You've got 3. You've got 2. Make your last final best bids. You've got 1. And sold! Nicely done. Woo! I know, right? Kathleen and Lisa, I agree. Suspense is right. People waiting until the very, very last minute. Congratulations. At the last moment, Tara comes in and the chocolate cake is heading to Tara. And the pie you can't buy, is going to Susan after all of that bidding. Amazing. And Susan, now wait a minute. Susan, we salute you. 2 desserts is better than 1. Cheesecake is also going to Susan's house. Congratulations. Now, I actually have really amazingly great news for one fortunate person. Because Susan Potter has obviously figured out exactly how to make Give Smart dance and got 2 of the desserts. However, the pie you can't buy, item number 10, we are being told that we can sell a second pie you can't buy. And Rob Schwenker, you were the second highest bidder. So if you would be willing to come in at $170, we will send a pie you can't buy to your house as well. Just let us know in the chat, Rob, that you're in for the second pie you can't buy, or call us or email us. Rob, I'm pretty sure that you're on the board, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be introducing you in just a moment. So hopefully you can let us know if that is something that you are willing to do, because we'd love to sell both of them. And I can see people are egging you on because Rob, if you're not up for it, well, I mean, I'm going to offer this to somebody else. All right. Rob's going to let us know in just a moment. And while he does, There are, Rob is a yes. Rob says yes. All right, Rob, congratulations. And I can see that people are now heading in different directions. Kira's going to Rob's house. Yeah, because that's where the pie you can't buy is going to be. Nicely done, Kira. We have two more people, two more Santa Monicans who shared with us what it means to be part of Santa Monica. Here they are.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I've lived in Santa Monica my whole life, and I've graduated from Samo High this year. I am Santa Monica.
My name is Nat Travis, and I arrived in Santa Monica in 1949. From Lincoln to Samo High to SMC to CSULA to UCLA to City Hall, I have lived a life of public service. I am Santa Monica.
Mr. Travis, or should I say, Mr. Santa Monica, you are Santa Monica, that is for sure. It is such a privilege to have so many amazing people from representing our entire community all together. That's right, Dustin Peterson's got it. Mr. Santa Monica is with us as well. Make sure that you are not forgetting about our live auction, because there are more amazing things happening. But right now, if you could find the applause emoji in the chat, and I will say that one way to find it is to type colon and then the word clap. If you type the word clap after the type colon clap, then you will find the clapping emoji, the applause emoji like I just did. And I want you to put your virtual hands together, or you can put your real hands together and make some noise, because it is my great privilege to welcome an incredible member of the Santa Monica community. She is the president of the Santa Monica History Museum and the daughter of the founders, Louise and Bob Gabriel. Would you please make some noise for Susan Gabriel Potter? Susan, it is so, so wonderful to have you here. Welcome.
And I am just fabulous and so glad to see you this year. We're very excited about our program this evening. And welcome all of our guests. We're so excited to have you with us for our annual 2021 Santa Monica History Museum Gala. The past year has offered a unique opportunity to reimagine our focus as we move into the future and plan for the museum's reopening in December. Tonight's theme, Hometown Heroes, celebrating our diverse histories, begins to recognize the contributions of members of our diverse community. The museum plays a vital role in how we tell the stories of who we are and where we come from. We stand committed to building and sustaining diversity, equality, and inclusion. And we are dedicated to creating an environment where differences are valued and respected, and where all members of our community are full and engaged participants in our mission. I know the museum's founders, my mom and dad, Louise and Bob Gabriel, would be incredibly proud to see that the museum has begun to do the work of becoming a place that recognizes the contributions of all Santa Monicans, something we weren't able to achieve in their lifetimes. We've got much more work to do, but we are determined to be a place that celebrates and includes all cultures and people that have made Santa Monica shine bright. Tonight, we are thrilled to be honoring Kathleen Rawson, CEO of Downtown Santa Monica, Carolyne Bill Edwards of the Quinn Research Project and the Santa Monica Lives Association. Later in the program, you'll be treated to a preview of our opening exhibition, the Broadway Neighborhood Building Community, which we will be presented in partnership with the Quinn Research Project, a very special partnership for me, as my parents were very close to the Quinn family, for whom the research project is named. And I had the good fortune of studying under Dr. Al Quinn He was a super fabulous man, and the Quinns were a lovely family. Your support means the world to us. Our generous sponsors, our donors, and members share our passion for preserving the rich and vibrant multicultural past of Santa Monica. With your help, we can continue our work of preserving the legacy of Santa Monica's cultural treasures and sharing them for generations to come. To help us fulfill our mission, I am thrilled to announce for the very first time, Santa Monica History Museum has hired our first executive director, John Kearns. His love of history, his passion, his enthusiasm, and his desire to take the museum to its next level is embraced by all of us. You will meet him soon in our program. Thank you to the Energizer Bunny, Kara Blade Snell, chair of the gala, Deb Love, her right-hand gal, and their dynamic committee, Ian Lindsay and his production team, and my board and staff who work tirelessly to ensure the visitors of our museum will come away with a better understanding of the history of Santa Monica. With my fellow board of directors, I'd like to thank you in advance for your generosity and continued support. A very, very special thank you to Rob Schrinker, board chair, and Terry Decker, vice chair, for your leadership and always being there for me. Now sit back and enjoy your delicious dinners from Lunetta. Bid on the auction items, join us in our chat, and all of you have a great time tonight.
Thank you so much, Susan. I love that you're telling people to bid on the auction items when clearly you are going to have everybody, wrapped around your Give Smart fingers since you're taking, multiple desserts. But we are so, so grateful for all of your support and for your generosity. So thank you. There is another group that we have to thank because without them, we could not be here this evening and the museum could not continue to do all of the amazing things. And that is our sponsors. So I really want you to put your hand, keep cheering because our sponsors are so amazing. Our Keeping History Alive sponsor, 1212 Santa Monica. Thank you, 1212 Santa Monica. We are so grateful. To our visionary sponsor, One West Bank, we are so, so grateful. To our preservation sponsors, Bob Gabriel Company Insurance, Claude R. Short LLC, Santa Monica Travel and Tourism, and Mike Pellico. Thank you, preservation sponsors. And also to our education and research sponsors, to Downtown Santa Monica Inc., Boston Property, City National Bank, Santa Monica College, UCLA Health in Westwood and Santa Monica, the Georgian Santa Monica, and Kathleen and Linda Whiting. Thank you so much. To our supporting sponsors, Commercial Bank of California, George Collins, Attorney at Law, Diane Doran, Capstone Partners, Chuck and Nancy Kersley, Southern California Disposal and Recycling, and LA Car Guy. We are so grateful to all of you. And of course, to our friend level sponsors, all of our sponsors. We want to congratulate, these sponsors wanted to congratulate our award winners this evening, including KI and Pacific Palisades, Santa Monica Police Officers Association, First AME Church of Santa Monica, HLLK LLP, Stephen Jones Development, BreezeSuites.com, American Commercial Equities Management, Mace Rich of Santa Monica Place, and Morley Builders. Thank you all sponsors, and I can see that people are shouting you out. Sponsors, we really couldn't do it without you. And 1212 Santa Monica, I may or may not have snuck into your patio recently in order to take a picture, and I appreciate that willingness to donate your patio space. That's a hint for a later game. So thank you, 1212 Santa Monica. I also want to thank Tucker Investment Group. Thank you so much to Tucker Investment Group for your incredible support. We are so grateful. To all of our sponsors, sorry, Tucker Investment Group, I missed you, but thank you. We are so grateful. Sponsors, all sponsors, thank you. So It is clear that you have all figured out how the bidding works, given how successful you were with the desserts. But I want to point out that we have a live auction that is coming up in just a few moments. And there are some very, very lovely items in our live auction. And our live auction is going to happen as it did as it did when we met last year in this way. And that is in groups. So multiple live auction items will close simultaneously, just like our 3 Dessert Dash items closed at the same time. And in order to make a bid, you have to be logged in to GiveSmart, our bidding software. So make sure that you are logged in to GiveSmart. This is where you're going to be able to make a bid. And all you have to do is create an account just like this. And excuse me, I'm so excited. Fill in your information, and then you'll be able to make a bid right inside GiveSmart. Also, as Susan is demonstrating, what you want to do is use the auto bid feature. Click the green bid button, put in the top amount that you are willing to bid, and then the computer will keep you bidding against other people who are trying to take away your live auction item. Okay, while you are doing all of that, don't forget about our silent auction either. We have a silent auction that closes at 10 o'clock this evening, so make sure you are also bidding on all of those. We are going to play our next round of Where's Ian? So, are you ready to figure out where's me? And it's somewhere in Santa Monica, we promise. All right, here we go. Does anybody know where's Ian? Where am I? Let's see. Oh, wow. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's all friendly. Does anybody know where that is? I'm sure that one of our sponsors knows exactly where that is because they see it. No. Oh, Joey! So tricky. Now that is what I'm talking about. Okay, and you are right. Joey got it right. It is, of course, the Tyrannosaurus on the third. Yeah, Kathleen and Lisa. Duh. I love it. Duh. It's the promenade. That's right. Of course, people who are associated with downtown Santa Monica know exactly. Very nicely done. Okay, we're going to play. Don't worry, we're going to play a little bit more. But now we have to do one of the key things that is part of why we are gathered here this evening. Tonight, our event is called Hometown Heroes, and it is because we get to honor and celebrate so many hometown heroes, but in particular, 3 amazing awardees. And to present our Hometown Hero awardees, the chair of the board for these past 3 years, Rob Schwenker, and we do just want to show you, because we're a history museum, here's a little recent history of Rob. You can see that in the last 3 years, and we all know these last 3 years have been very tumultuous times throughout the world. Rob, you have done a great job of making it through these past 3 years. You look amazing. So during your tenure as board chair, that's what's been happening. Rob is going to take us out and about in Santa Monica to present our 3 awards. And the first is the Louise B. Gabriel Award, which is presented to an individual who has demonstrated an ongoing commitment to and passion for preserving the history of Santa Monica. And we so deeply appreciate the outstanding commitment to the city of Santa Monica that has been demonstrated by this person who is receiving the Louise B. Gabriel Award. And so, Rob, I know that you are standing by. Rob, where are you? Where have you arrived?
I'm here in downtown Santa Monica, the house that Kathleen Rawson built. For almost 25 years, Kathleen's stewardship has turned downtown Santa Monica into a world-class shopping, hospitality, and leisure destination. City managers, city council people, police chiefs, fire chiefs, and so many other civic leaders have come and gone, but Kathleen Rawson has been a constant for this community. And over the last 18 months, we sure have needed that kind of consistency. As impressive as Kathleen is as a civic leader, she's a much more impressive person and community leader. She's the current chair of the International Downtown Association, past board chair and current board member of the Santa Monica Education Foundation, serves on the Venice Neighborhood Council, and is past president of the Board of Trustees of Khalit Israel. We can also proudly claim her as one of our own, as she serves on the board for the Santa Monica History Museum, and our organization is so much better for it. We wanted to honor Kathleen tonight for her immense civic and community contributions, and in keeping with tonight's theme, for her commitment to diversity. Kathleen leads the Santa Monica History Museum's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and she's responsible for bringing Santa Monica its first ever Pride celebration. This year's event, in the words of the organizers, was a family-friendly celebration of love in every color. What a beautiful idea. This past February, in honor of Black History Month, Kathleen and downtown Santa Monica, in their words, sought to amplify Black voices and highlight the history, diversity, achievements, and creativity of our local Black community. They partnered with local Black artists to create 3 public art installations along the 3rd Street Promenade to honor the Black experience and draw attention to the contributions made by African Americans and those of African descent. It's part of a greater effort in the city of Santa Monica to deepen our knowledge and foster understanding of other cultures and experiences that have been marginalized or overlooked due to a legacy of slavery and institutional racism. Kathleen, we couldn't be more grateful for what you've done for our community. You are truly a hometown hero. Your presence among us does us honor, my friend. Congratulations.
Oh, Rob, thank you so much. You're an incredible chair of the History Museum. I'm honored to be on the board under your leadership. It has been an incredible time for me, and thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gala. I'd like to start by thanking the Santa Monica History Museum for this incredible acknowledgement. I'm humbled and honored to be amongst Carolyn and Bill Edwards and the Black Lives Association. Both organizations, the Quinn Research Center and Black Lives Association, I have immense respect and admiration for. Been working closely with them over the last year or so, and we've just enjoyed them so much. Santa Monica History Museum's focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion started several years ago, actually, with a number of new board members who acknowledged that the museum could do a better job representing all of Santa Monica. The new board members continue to be added, and real efforts have been made to examine the work that the museum does through a DEI lens. I proudly chair the DEI committee, but this focus has really permeated through everything that we do. You've already seen it in our social media posts and newsletters. And when we're actually able to open the museum in a physical location, you're going to see our exciting reopening event. I've always been drawn to history. When my partner Lisa, who we've been together 33 years, and I decided to have children, the obstacles we faced were immense. After the birth of our daughter, I had to surrender my parental rights so that Lisa could adopt her, requiring invasive home inspections, fingerprinting, social worker visits, ending in denial of our appeal due to only to the fact that we were 2 women. After significant legal expense, a judge overturned that ruling. And when we had our son 5 years later, the laws had been modified just slightly to make it easier, but it was still significantly harder than if a man and a woman had gone through the process. In fact, they wouldn't have had to do anything at all. Our stories are real, and they happen every day. We must learn and grow from our history so that the stories like ours are not repeated, and that the march for equality continues to move forward. All people deserve liberty, freedom, and respect. We're not born believing some people are better than others. It's learned. It's been my distinct privilege to serve downtown Santa Monica as its CEO for 25 years. In that time, we've worked very hard to make sure that it's a place for all people to gather, exchange ideas, meet neighbors, enjoy good food and drink, shop a little, and make sure that it's a safe and welcoming environment. Again, thank you, Santa Monica History Museum, for this amazing honor. I will cherish it, and I'm humbled.
Kathleen, congratulations on this incredibly well-deserved award. And I'm sure you can see that people are sending you much love and accolades and support in the chat. Thank you for all that you do for Santa Monica, and congratulations. And Kathleen, I know that you are familiar with the fact that people often come to downtown Santa Monica to do just a little bit of shopping, or more than a little bit of shopping. I've seen some people do some shopping in Santa Monica. It's a nice place to shop. And so in terms of shopping, there is a live auction that is underway. And I can see that some of you are already shopping. And it is just about time to sell our first round of live auction items. So if you are interested in doing a little bit of fun shopping and also in supporting the History Museum, well, you want to be considering items 1, 2, 3, and 4. Item number 1 is the Hotel Casa Del Mar. You get a one-night stay in an ocean view room with parking. And I mean, the parking is, quite valuable. Although I have to say, the other day, being in Santa Monica to decide where I was, it was so easy to park. I mean, it was really lovely. Item number 2 is the Gottlieb Gardens. This is a private tour and lunch for 10. The Gottlieb Native Garden is a National Wildlife Federation certified backyard wildlife habitat, and it is brimming with nature, and it is only a mile from Beverly Hills. If you have never been to the Gottlieb Gardens, well, this is your chance to take 9 friends and have lunch and see something amazing. Item number 3 is the Pine, Arizona vacation home. 4 nights in a modern boho cottage, and it is pet friendly, sleeps 4 people. So if you would like to go to Arizona, we have a lovely place. And then item number 4, please sign me up, is the all-inclusive getaway to the Grenadines. I'm looking at the picture and I'm just saying yes. 7 nights and 2 rooms at the Palm Island Resort. If you are looking for an amazing destination, well, here is your chance to go to the Grenadines. And I'm telling you, if you want any one of these 4 items, you want to be bidding right now. Casa Del Mar, Gottlieb Gardens, Arizona, or the Grenadines. Remember, you have to be registered in GiveSmart, our auction software. And that is where you'll be able to make a bid. And I'm telling, and we're going to close those items very, very soon. So now is the time to register. Turn your auto bid on. Make sure that you will be the top bidder, because once the bidding gets going, it tends to get going very quickly. Before we sell our first 4 live auction items, we are going to play Where's Ian one more time. So, if you are ready, make sure, where's Ian? Here is your next chance, somewhere in Santa Monica. Does anybody know where I am? Can anybody spot this place? I will tell you that it is not far from many high school aged Santa Monicans. There are some high school just nearby. Oh, that one. Okay, now this is a hint. Okay, so you can see across the street, there is the S. And if you were across the street from, oh, Ralph! Ralph, nicely done. That is correct. It is the Belmar Park. Oh, and Wise 25th. And Erica, you got it. Yes. Now, okay, so Joey, I mean, you're not far. I am across the street from Samo. But that is right, Ralph. You got it. Nicely done. I'm at Belmar Park. And such an amazing, lovely place. And also an incredible testament to a very important piece of Santa Monica history. We're going to play a few more times. Don't worry, there's more Where's Ian coming up. But right now, the game that we're going to play is our first round of live auction items. Just a little shopping. Kathleen, I'm sure, would support this. So if you would like items 1, 2, 3, or 4, Casa Del Mar, the Gottlieb Gardens, the trip to Arizona, or the trip to the Grenadines. Could somebody... Oh man, I really want to go to the Grenadines. That just sounds great. I mean, I also want to go to Casa Del Mar. All right, here's how it works. You have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to make your final bids on items 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zach, you're in the lead on Casa Del Mar. Nicely done. Catherine, you're going to the Gottlieb Gardens with 9 friends. You are so fortunate. The Arizona Pine Arizona vacation home, Nancy. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And the Grenadines is going to somebody who wishes to remain anonymous, which is fine. Now you've got only about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. This is your last chance. Make a bid on items 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zach's in the lead on Casa Del Mar. Gottlieb Gardens for Catherine. Arizona. Nancy, you get to go to Arizona. I'm so impressed. And the Grenadines. Okay, somebody should make a bid on the Grenadines because that seems like a really great opportunity to me. You only have about 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Items 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be closing in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Last chance. You got to make your bids. Remember, set an auto bid and then the robots will do your bidding for you when we get to the end. And I can already tell everybody's like waiting strategically to see right at the last second. So we're going to get there. You have 1 minute to go. Zach, you're in the lead. Catherine, nicely done. Arizona is going for Nancy, or Nancy's going to Arizona. Jennifer, Jennifer got the Grenadines. Nicely done. Great job. And now you've only got about 45 seconds to go. Exactly. Robots will help you. Zach's in the lead on Casa Del Mar. Catherine still. You've got 30 seconds remaining. We're going to count this down. I'm telling you, if you want to make a bid, now's the time to do it. Zach, you're doing great on Casa Del Mar. Catherine, Gottlieb Gardens, and the Arizona vacation. Nancy, I'm just saying to anybody else, Pine, Arizona, 4 nights in this beautiful boho cottage in Arizona. I mean, somebody's going to have a great time. You've only got 20 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid. Okay, Deb Love. Uh-oh, the Casa Del Mar is now going to Deb. If you want to make a bid, you've only got 15 seconds remaining. Last chance on items 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you've only got 10, 9. Deb's in the lead. Nicely done. 8. Catherine, you're doing... Oh, Catherine's on Gottlieb Gardens. I can tell that Catherine, you've got an auto bid and somebody's trying to find the top of your auto bid. You've got 7. Nancy, Susan jumps in on Casa Del Mar. 6. Last opportunity to make a bid. Jennifer's in the lead on the Grenadines. Nicely done. Nancy, sitting pretty with the vacation home. You've got 5. You've got 4. Susan's in the lead. Catherine's doing great. You've got 3. Make your final bids. Everybody's waiting for the last 10 seconds. I can't believe it. You've got 2. Very last chance to make a bid. 1. And sold. Nicely done. Oh my goodness. Casa Del Mar. Susan. Very, very tricky. I see how Susan works this auction. Gottlieb Gardens, Catherine, thank you so much. Congratulations. And the Pine, Arizona vacation home, Karen, enjoy. And the Palm Island, wow, Jennifer, congratulations. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Don't forget that our next round of live auction items will be coming up. But while you are checking those out, I am wondering where our board chair, Rob Schwenker, has gotten to. And so, Rob Schwenker, where are you? Where are you now?
I'm here at Santa Monica's newest park, Belmar Park, home to the Belmar History and Art Project. It provides a historical reflection on a site where African American residents lived and contributed to making Santa Monica a vibrant and unique place. The site was home to a thriving African American community in the 1950s and honors the legacy of the historic Belmar neighborhood's contributions to Santa Monica life. In the wake of the events of May 25th, 2020, the Santa Monica Black Lives Association was formed from the grassroots by our neighbors and friends. One of the organization's founding members, Barry Snell, told me that SMBLA exists to educate the community at large as a change agent on the impacts of systemic racism and social injustice against the Black community. The residents of Belmar were victims of the evils of systemic racism and social injustice, and our society continues to pay the price today for what many have dubbed our original sin. As a new organization, their agenda is ambitious, and we need them to succeed more than ever. The Santa Monica Black Lives Association plans on collaborating with other organizations and businesses, coordinating real-world experiences and internships for members of the Black community, gathering information on the needs of the Black community in Santa Monica, and to be available as a resource to the Black community and to all residents in Santa Monica. They hope that their input begins a discussion with the larger community about how systemic racism affects us all, not just those in the Black community. In less than 18 months, this dedicated group of members have formed a nonprofit with an accomplished board of directors that has coalesced around their vital mission. Truly impressive for any organization and key for Santa Monica. It is with great civic pride that the Santa Monica History Museum honors the Santa Monica Black Lives Association, a dedicated group of Hometown Heroes.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Santa Monica Black Lives Association, SMBLA, I would like to thank Ralph Schwenker and the Santa Monica History Museum for this award and recognition. Our organization is a culmination of Black Santa Monica residents coming together in the summer of 2020, determined to change the stigma that exists in our community as it relates to systemic racism. On May 25th, 2020, as the world watched in horror the murder of George Floyd, that event represented the ugly face of a pandemic that Black people in our country have suffered for generations. The mission of SMBLA is to provide direct and indirect services to address the impact of systemic racism as it relates to African Americans in Santa Monica. Our organization hopes that in educating the larger community of Santa Monica residents on racism towards African Americans, we will be recognized around the world as a community that truly embodies the phrase that we do not judge our resident by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. As I close, I would like to give a special recognition to the following individuals that played a major role in the establishment of our organization. That would be Nat Travis, Erica Leslie, Robbie Jones, Karen Gunn, Raina Kirkland, Keith Coleman, and my wife, Kira Blade Snell. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Snell, and congratulations to you and to everyone at the Santa Monica Black Lives Association for this well-deserved award for all of your work. And I know that you mentioned your wife there, that she'll be stepping on stage a little bit later, but we are so thrilled to honor you this evening. So congratulations, and you can see that people are giving you, including Kira, is giving you a big round of applause and some love faces. I think those are called love faces. It is time for our next round, almost, of a little shopping. So I want to tell you about the items that are in Group 2. So Group 2 is going to include items 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you want Item 5, the shutters on the beach, one night in an ocean view room with parking, and please take me there. You know, I just want to say, I know that many of us live in Santa Monica, and you might be thinking, well, do I really need, one night in an ocean view room right here in my own town? I just want you to imagine when your relatives call and they say, hey, we're coming to stay with you in Santa Monica because it's so great. And you could say, that is so great. I have a room for you that is not in my house. I mean, just an idea. Or you could go for a little staycation. I mean, whatever works for you. Exactly, staycation. Item number 6 is the golf at Mountain Gate Country Club. A round of golf for 4 at Mountain Gate Country Club. If you would like to go to one of the most beautiful places, this is your chance to go and play some golf with friends. Item number 7, Gig Harbor, Washington vacation home. Now, if you're not familiar, Gig Harbor is south of Seattle, and it is on the Puget Sound. It is so beautiful, very close, south of the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, an easy drive. Views of Mount Rainier. This home sleeps 6 people. Newly renovated waterfront home. If you have never been to Gig Harbor, Washington, I highly recommend that you do. My wife's family is from not far from there, and so I can tell you it is lovely, lovely place. And then item number 8 is a slightly further destination than Gig Harbor. It is South African, the South African safari. You get to go for 6 nights in luxury accommodations to Zulu Nyala for 4-star locations, incredible photographs, wonderful food. So if you would like to go to Africa, well, here's your chance to do it. While you are bidding on items 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I will tell you that people are definitely getting excited about these things. Now is the time to do it. We're going to play another round of, you guessed it, Where's Ian? I don't know where I am either. Okay, if you would like to figure out where's Ian, here we go. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell us, where's Ian? Where am I? Does anybody know? I'm somewhere. Let's see. I can see. Anybody want to take a guess? Whoa, Kathleen and Lisa. So fast. All right, they hardly, yeah, so many. Oh, wow, everybody's so quick. People have it. All right, that's right. In front of the amazingly beautiful City Hall. Just, trying to maintain some balance right there. Okay, you guys are all, Kathleen says her second home. That's great. Or maybe that's Lisa. Nicely done. Okay, are you ready? It's time for our second round of live auction items. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Shutters on the Beach, Mountain Gate Country Club, the Gig Harbor, or the Safari. Are you ready to do it? Here we go. You have 2 minutes to go. Last chance to make a bid. Shutters is going to Zach. Nicely done. Michael wants to go golfing. Gig Harbor. Emily, I am telling you, you are in for a huge treat. Somebody should really outbid Emily on the Gig Harbor package because, wow, that's amazing. You only have 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Zach, you're doing very well on Shutters. And Michael, nicely done on the Country Club. Emily, good job on the vacation home. And it looks like we've got somebody who is trying to go to Africa. Nicely done. If you want to make a bid, you have about 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. You could go to Africa for whoa, Kathleen, very wise, bidding on that trip to Gig Harbor. You're going to have a great time. I'll tell you what, I'll call my in-laws and we'll see if we can meet up. Michael, nicely done on the Country Club. Zachary, you're going to Shutters on the Beach. Now you only have about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid on 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm telling you, we've got to go very fast because, well, there's more things to do and more fancy people and wonderful people to meet that are coming right up. Zach, you're doing great on Shutters. You got 1 minute to go. Country Club's going for Michael, who wants to go golfing. Kathleen is going to be coming to Gig Harbor. I can't believe it. Now you only have 45 seconds to go. Last chance to make a bid. Remember, if you need any assistance with bidding, call us, email us. We can assist you. If you're going, now wait a minute, I really would like to go to Gig Harbor and Kathleen doesn't just get to make that happen all by herself, then all you have to do is reach out, give us a call, give us an email, and we can make it happen for you. Whoa, Kathleen is still going to Gig Harbor, and I can tell that Kathleen has her auto bid turned on. Brian jumps in. He wants to go on the African photo safari. Nicely done. And now Zach is going to Shutters. Nicely done. Zach's, okay, Shutters is going to be for Zach. Michael, you're doing the golfing. Kathleen is going to Gig Harbor. Brian's going to Africa. You've got 30 seconds remaining. Last chance to make a bid on 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done. Zach, you've got Shutters. Michael's got the golfing. And now, Karen comes in and outbids on the Gig Harbor trip. Kathleen, Lisa, if you want to make one more bid, now's your chance because you only have 20 seconds to go. Karen is going to Gig Harbor, I'm telling you. And the African photo safari is currently with Brian. Nicely done. Brian wants to go. Now you only have about 15 seconds remaining. And that Brian, okay, very nice. Now I understand. Thank you, Susan. Brian is Susan's son. Well, Brian, I'm telling you, you're going to have a great time. And Karen, you're going to have a great time. And Michael, you're going to have a great time. Zach, you're also going to have a great time. Okay, you only have 10 seconds remaining. This is your last chance to make a bid. And Zach's in the lead on Shutters. You've got 9. Michael, still going golfing. You've got 8. Karen is currently leading on that Gig Harbor house. Kathleen and Lisa, I'm telling you, you've got 7. Brian is going to Africa. You've got 6. Last chance to make a bid. You've got 5. 4, and Zach's in the lead. 3, Michael, you've got 2, Karen, 1, Brian, and sold. Nicely done. Woo! Oh my goodness. Incredible. Zach, very nice. Michael, congratulations. And at the last second, the very last moment, Kathleen sneaks in on Gig Harbor. Now that is called just a little shopping. I'll tell you right now. That is just a little shopping right there. Congratulations. The African Photo Safari, Brian, have a wonderful, wonderful time, and thank you. Now, remember, our third round of live auction items is coming up, and the third round includes 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 9 are amazing Lakers tickets. 4 people are going to be up close and personal with the Lakers. 10 are Clippers tickets. 4 people are going to be up close and personal with the Clippers VIP private dinner in the LA Clippers Ticket Club. Now, I just want to point out that when we get to 9 and 10, it's going to be really clear which team is more beloved in Santa Monica. So if you're a Lakers fan, you might want to prove that you are. And if you're a Clippers fan, I'm telling you, you might want to prove that you are. Item number 11 is the Getaway to Antigua. 7 nights in the Hammock Cove Resort. Adults only, because, this is a place to relax and, just not have... Children are lovely. I have 2 amazing children, and I love them dearly. But every once in a while, it's nice to go to a place where it's not about children. So that's this place. And then item number 12 is the Fairmont Hotel and Bungalows. 2 nights in a bungalow breakfast for 2. Thank you to the Fairmont. And then item 13 is the incredible house on Catalina Island. This is 7 nights. And I do want to point out, this sleeps up to 17. So this house would be a great place for, maybe a small family reunion or even a mid-sized family reunion. If you're looking to have a great opportunity, here's your chance to do it. All right, while you are bidding on all of those things, we are going to play Where's Ian? We're going to play one more time. Are you ready? Here it is. Where's Ian? Does anybody know? Where am I? And of course, there is something so iconic right behind me, which is a huge hint. If anybody knows. Whoa, Laurel! Amazing! That was really fast. I mean, we didn't even give hints. All right. Yes, Laurel, I am at Tongva Park. You are exactly right, with the Ferris wheel right behind me. Nicely. Well, that was really fast. Okay, and people are getting it. Okay, great. Good job. Okay, very, very good job. Now, it is time to sell our third round of live auction items. And we're going to do this just slightly differently, okay? We're going to do this just slightly differently in that I'm going to do just the Lakers and Clippers first. Just the Lakers and Clippers, because I'm really curious which team has stronger fans in Santa Monica. And if you think that I am intentionally trying to get you to bid more by proving that you love your team more, well, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you want to prove that your team is more beloved, well, now's your chance to do it. So we're only doing the Lakers and the Clippers. Whoa, John says Lakers. Okay, sounds like. And okay, go Dodgers. I do have to just say, I don't know if anybody is tape delaying the game, so I don't want to give anything away. There's a Dodger game happening. I'm guessing you're all watching it on 2 screens. I will tell you, my grandfather often had the Dodgers game and then golf and then a Lakers game. If he could get all 3 of those on 3 different TVs in his living room, well, that was a perfect afternoon. So here we go. Yes to Dodgers for sure, but also if you want to prove that you are a Lakers or a Clippers fan, here's your chance. We're going to do the Lakers and the Clippers. You only have 2 minutes to go, and I am telling you that this is going to be a real 2 minutes. So here we go. And currently, Steve, you're going to the Lakers. Susan, you're going to the Clippers. You've got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Obviously, the Lakers are the more beloved team in Santa Monica, and Clippers fans, I'm telling you, now is your chance to come back. That Clippers package includes the VIP dining. You've got 1 minute and 50 15 seconds to go. Susan, you've got the Clippers. Steve, you've got the Lakers. We're only going to do 9. We're doing the Lakers and the Clippers. And right now, it is clear that the Lakers, slightly more beloved. Clippers fans, it is up to you. Oh, Jonathan jumps in on those Lakers tickets. You've got 1 minute to go. Susan's going for the Clippers. The Clippers are going to Susan. Jonathan is proving that many people like the Lakers. And I'm telling you, up close and personal. Both of these items include tickets for 4 people. Now you've only got 45 seconds to go. And the Lakers are going for, whoa, Lucian, nicely done. The Lakers tickets. Susan, you've got those Clippers tickets. The Clippers fans, you got to come in right now. Prove that the Clippers have diehard fans in Santa Monica. You've only got 30 seconds remaining. Lakers and Clippers only. Lucian, you've got those Lakers tickets right now. I know, Susan, I know they are a great team. The Clippers are a great team. And now you've only got about 20 seconds remaining on the Lakers and the Clippers. Only the Lakers and the Clippers. And oh, Jonathan comes back. He wants those Lakers tickets. Catherine's got the Clippers. And Catherine, I'm telling you, not only do you get to see the Clippers, but you get to have that VIP dinner. And you might get a tour. I mean, they're offering a lot of cool stuff. All right, you've got 10 seconds to go. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Kathleen and Alicia. Thank you, Lucian. 1212 sponsor. We're so grateful. All right, Lucian's in the lead on the Lakers. You've got 9 seconds to go. Catherine, you're doing great. You've got 8 seconds to go. 7 seconds remaining. The Lakers are definitely more beloved. Oh, but Susan jumps back in on the Clippers. Now you got 6 seconds remaining. Last chance to make a bid on item 9 and 10. You've got 5. You've got 4. Lucian is proving that the Lakers. Oh, Catherine comes in on the Clippers. You've got 3. Very last chance to make a bid. You've got 2. You've got 1 and sold. Congratulations. Woo! All right, so Clipper fans, we know that your team is amazing. But Laker fans, your team has, the head-to-head competition has gone to the Lakers here. I just want to point that out. And we are so, so grateful. Congratulations to Lucian. And also, congratulations to Catherine. Congrats. Very nicely done. Now, don't worry, because now, if you are interested in items 11, 12, or 13, well, we're going to roll right into 11, 12, and 13. So if you want 11, 12, or 13, now is your chance to make a bid. The Antigua is, Lucian also bidding. I can see what you're doing. I mean, Lucian's got auto bids all over the place. So you've got 2 minutes to go on 11, 12, and 13. And Lucian currently has Antigua. Susan's got the Fairmont. And Lucian has the Catalina house as well. Man, Lucian, I'm impressed by your multi-variable bidding all at the same time. And now you've only got about 1.5 minutes to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds. We got to go fast because you guys have all had plenty of time to bid on these amazing things. Karen jumps in on the Catalina house. Nicely done. And now it looks like the Lucian has got the hammock. And now Susan's going to the Fairmont. And now you've only got about 1 minute remaining. And Karen's in the lead on Catalina. Lucian, you're doing the hammock. Nicely done. And Susan's going to the Fairmont. Oh, Brian jumps in on Antigua. Nicely done. You've got 45 seconds to go. Last year, Lucian wants to go to Catalina. Susan's got the Fairmont. Nicely done. And now you've only got about, what did I say last time? Well, we're going to give you 45 seconds. I'll give you 45 seconds. Brian's in the lead on Antigua. Nicely done. The Bungalows at the Fairmont are going to Susan. Lucian's back in the lead on Catalina. You've got 30 seconds to go. Make your final bids on 11, 12, and 13. Nicely done. And now we've only got Brian's in the lead on Antigua. I can't believe that picture of Antigua. Oh my gosh, makes me want to go. And now the Fairmont is for Susan. Lucian's in the lead on Catalina. We gotta finish this. You've got less than 15 seconds. Make your final bids right now. And now you only have 10 seconds to go. Brian, you've got Antigua. Susan, you've got the Bungalows. And Catalina is going to Lucian. You've got 9. Very, very nicely done. You've got 8. Brian, you're doing great. You've got 7. Susan, Fairmont's going to be yours. You've got 6. Lucian, very, very good. You've got 5. Great job, Brian. 4. Susan. 3. Lucian. 2. 1. Sold! Congratulations. Whoa, nicely done. Brian, you get to go to Antigua. And at the last second, oh my gosh, Zach jumps in on the Fairmont. Oh, Susan, I am so sorry. Zach jumps in. Lucian, thank you again. You get to go to the Catalina house with 16 friends or family members. And I have a really amazing news because the Lakers tickets, we had there was obviously a lot of fans. And Lucian, you got those Laker tickets for 4. We can sell a second set of Lakers tickets. And Jonathan Gregory, you were the second highest bidder on the Lakers tickets. So if you would be willing to come back and we will sell them to you for your highest bid of $800. If you would be willing at $800, Jonathan, let us know and we can sell a second set of Lakers tickets to you. Just tell us in the chat or email us or call us, and then you too can go and have that amazing experience with the Lakers. And also, I have really great news because Zach, your strategy really worked out. You got the Fairmont Hotel, but Susan, we have a second Fairmont Hotel and Bungalows. So Susan, if you would be willing to come back, we will sell you a second Fairmont. Sue Potter, you get to be the second highest bidder at your second highest bid. And so Sue, let us know if you're willing to do it. And we'll send you to the Fairmont as well. And I really hope that Jonathan, let us know if you want those Laker tickets, because if not, well, we're gonna have to let somebody else. Susan's doing it. Congratulations, Susan. Okay, nice. But Jonathan, you got to let us know, and then because if not, well, we're gonna let somebody else have that opportunity. While all of that is being sorted out, we have one more incredible award to present this evening, and so it is my great. I want to find out where Rob has arrived, because Rob, I know that you are going to introduce our final awardees of the night. So Rob, where are you now? Where have you arrived?
I'm here in the historic Broadway neighborhood, outside a building owned by the Philomathian Charity Club. The club was founded in 1921 by 5 African-American Santa Monica women, and next month is the club's 100th anniversary. The organization initially focused on education and cultural programming, and by assisting those less fortunate. The club remains active today and still awards scholarships each year. The club is a part of Santa Monica's African-American heritage that is being preserved by this evening's honorees, Carolyne and Bill Edwards, and their Quinn Research Center. Carolyn Edwards was born and raised in Santa Monica and attended Santa Monica schools all the way through SMC. She was a teacher at Roosevelt School for 25 years and is a member of the aforementioned Philomathians. Bill Edwards moved to Santa Monica from Texas as a young man and became a school bus driver here in the city. Bill and Carolyn have been extremely active members of the Santa Monica community for most of their lives, with a particular interest in preserving and sharing history. They are longtime members of the Santa Monica First AME Church, where Carolyn's grandfather served as reverend. Bill and Carolyn founded the Quinn Research Center to preserve and share contributions and collections of Carolyn's uncle, Dr. Al Quinn. Dr. Quinn was the first African-American teacher in Santa Monica and a respected community leader. In addition to his many professional accomplishments, he had a special interest in preserving the history of African Americans in Santa Monica, and the Quinn Research Center preserves and shares the material Dr. Quinn collected. Bill and Carolyn have continued to grow the collection by adding images, documents, ephemera, and oral histories documenting African American life in Santa Monica over the years, all at their personal home. We're over the moon that Bill and Carolyn have agreed to have their Quinn Research Center be the subject of the museum's grand reopening exhibition, and we're thrilled to be associated with these community icons. Bill and Carolyn, your work to preserve and tell the stories of Santa Monica's African American heritage is so important to our community. Your contribution to our culture has been immeasurable, and you are our hometown heroes.
Thank you, Rob. It's an extreme pleasure that we both are being able to be here at the Gala for the Santa Monica History Museum. It's a real honor and privilege. And on behalf of the Quinn Research Center, we want to thank all of you for acknowledging us and presenting this award to us. We accept it with great pride and with honor. We would also like to acknowledge many others who have made this possible, beginning with our parents, who back in the day, they were great savers and they held on to many treasures. And we were able to partake of these items. And we decided at one time that we were going to utilize it and make this history known to others. Many days when I was working, I would sit on the 405 freeway going south, sitting for an hour or so going to work, and I would dream about what I wanted to do for myself and possibly my husband when he retired to make our lives useful. And we came up with the idea of the Quinn Research Center. We are very happy that, like I said, that we were able to acquire my parents' and my grandparents' treasures from many years ago, but we can't stop right there. We have to also give credit to the many people in the community and surrounding communities who have contributed a lot of information and historic preserved information that we have found to be real treasures. People were very willing to share their stories and their memories. And one in particular, our dear Miss Susie, who recently passed away last week. And we just owe a debt of gratitude for her for sharing so many of her stories and memories. The prime example of story sharing is so that we can carry on the history and the traditions, because once people are gone, they take their memories and their stories with them. And so anyway, coming up very soon, there at the History Museum, we are going to be able to show each and every one of you all of these stories that we have acquired, and also the story of Miss Susie. And I hope she will be smiling when she sees her name in public and in light. So right now, I'd like to turn it over to Bill.
Well, I came to California and I had no idea. I came from Texas. I had no idea about Santa Monica, the rich history of Santa Monica. And I guess in about 1964, I became aware, thanks to my wife, about the history of Santa Monica. Now, let me go back a little ways. After reading about her great-grandfather, that he came from Mississippi, and he worked on a railroad as a pullman. And after that, somewhere along the line, he moved to the Midwest. And after moving to the Midwest, he decided to come to California. And he applied to the Methodist Church. He wanted to be a minister. And after reading some of his upbringing and where he came from, I can understand where he was coming from. So during that time, he ministered down in Broadway, El Centro, and I had the privilege of meeting him, sitting, talking with him, walking with him. You know, he became the presiding elder of the African Methodist Church. And he was a man that I have always admired and looked up to him. So after going through my mother-in-law's trunk, we call it the magic trunk. And you'd be surprised to things that we found. So that's why my wife and I said, let's start the Quinn Research Center. Let's do something about it. Now, my hometown has got so much history that is just laying there. And we hoped to open it up like Santa Monica, what we're doing here. So it's a great pleasure to working with the museum, the other organization that's been giving us a great, great hand. So I just want to thank everyone just for their help. We couldn't have done it all by ourselves. Thank you.
Many heartfelt thank yous to each and every one of you for this privilege and this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Edwards, congratulations. And so many people are sending you congratulations in the chat. And to the Quinn Research Center, we are so honored to have you here. And to all of tonight's honorees, thank you for your incredible work. And also to Donna Bird, who donated the awards that each of our recipients are going to receive. And as you heard, there are new and amazing things coming to the History Museum. And I have the great privilege to get to show you some of what's new at the Santa Monica History Museum. When our doors open to the public in December, again, coming up very soon, there are going to be some new and fun things. So this is a little sneak peek. Check this out. This is part of what's going to be happening.
Hi, I'm Terry Decker, Vice Chair of the museum's Board of Directors. I'm so excited to give you a sneak peek of not one, but two new interactive community-based initiatives that we call History Happened Here. The first component is our custom stickers that we will be promoting throughout the community. Over time, you'll be able to see them affixed to hundreds of building entrances throughout the city, allowing you to scan the QR code and see relevant historic photos from the museum's collection specific to that location, right from your phone. The second component, located at the museum, is where you, along with your family and friends, can engage with our new touch table. This 65-inch mounted and projected display will offer visitors an interactive, map-based experience where they can explore the rich history of the city of Santa Monica. You'll be able to tap on points of interest, calling up historic images and text from our vast photography collection for further exploration. And what's great is that both components will offer the user the opportunity to purchase these photos from our collection. We are thrilled about these engaging innovations and look forward to you supporting and participating in our History Happened Here initiative starting this December.
Ralph, I could not agree with you more. Very, very cool. And Chuck, yeah, these QR codes, it's going to be really fun. You're going to be able to see pictures of what's going on all over Santa Monica. And speaking of what's going on all over Santa Monica, we have to go one more time and find out where I am. We have one more destination where, So where's Ian? And can you tell me where I am? Does anybody know? And there is a hint. I'm sure, some people might know the 1350. And I'll just say that is 1350 7th Street, if that's helpful. Deb knows. Oh, okay, we're gonna give you a little bit more help. 1350 Joey, exactly. It's the museum. 1350 7th Street is the Santa Monica History Museum, and there is so many exciting things that are going to be happening that are coming to the History Museum. And in fact, there's one very exciting thing, and Susan told us a little earlier, but I now get to introduce a person that we are so excited to have because this person is the first ever executive director of the Santa Monica History Museum. Would you please put your hands together for John Kearns? John, welcome. How are you? We are so excited that you're here. Welcome.
I'm doing well, Ian, and thank you for the welcome. I am John Kearns, the new and first ever executive director for the Santa Monica History Museum. I'm thrilled to be here to help usher in a new chapter for the museum. And that chapter begins with a sneak peek of our upcoming exhibition, Building Community, the Broadway Neighborhood, that will give an in-depth look at our once thriving community. And here it is.
Building Community, the Broadway Neighborhood, will be our debut exhibition upon reopening this December. We are very proud to be partnering with the Quinn Research Center, founded by Bill and Carolyn Edwards, specializing in collecting and preserving the history of African Americans in Santa Monica. The Broadway neighborhood was a vibrant community within the city, centered largely on Broadway between Euclid and 20th Streets. From the late 1930s to the 1960s, it was a popular destination for people of color with a rich tapestry of social, religious, cultural organizations, educational institutions, and businesses. Our exhibition will present the history of this important neighborhood. We are very excited and privileged to share this vital part of Santa Monica history.
As you can see, this new exhibition demonstrates our commitment to presenting Santa Monica's past that not only has been overlooked, but will give visitors a more complete picture on the history of our dynamic city. We're excited to reopen in December with these exciting new things you've just seen, including the new interactive digital table and the History Happened Here stickers, as it is our goal to give visitors a new experience when they are here at the museum. I may be the new guy here, but I'm not new to museums and history, and I know these new initiatives will strengthen the experience for visitors to our museum. The board and staff are committed to working hard and investing in our future. But for us to accomplish this, we need your help. In a moment, Ian will open up the paddle raise, and I hope you'll dig as deep as you can to contribute to our efforts. We also have opportunities for sponsorships, naming rights, and other ways you can help. I hope to meet each and every one of you, and my thanks to all who have welcomed me here to the museum family. Now, please do all you can to support a mission. Thank you.
John, thank you. Agreed. I know that so many people are looking forward to meeting you and being in the museum, and people are so excited. And I just want to say, this is the moment where you can help to continue to build this incredible community of Santa Monica. Because when we honor and recognize and celebrate our history, that is how we continue to build our future as a community. And the Santa Monica History Museum does that in such an amazing way. This community of people that stands up for history and stands up for the future through history is so, so amazing. So if you're able to help us, we would be so grateful. And I will just say, you could help us with any amount. But if you wanted to consider maybe $5,000 or $2,500 or $1,000 or $500 or $250 or $100, any of those amounts, we would be so grateful. Tonight, we have a very big goal of raising $100,000. And we are already over $90,000 because our sponsors have helped us in such a huge way. So to our supporting sponsors, to 1212 Santa Monica, to so many people. I know that Susan Gabriel made a huge gift a little bit earlier, and I saw it happen. Thank you to Santa Monica Women's Bay Club. Thank you so much. We are well over $93,000. If you can help us right now, make a contribution to Dolores Dietrichsey, thank you so very, very much. We are over $94,000. To Margaret Ashkar, thank you. And so many people are helping us right now. And if you can do it, thank you so much to Sullivan, and thank you so much to all of these incredible sponsors and donors. We could not do this without you. Thank you. And also to Hans and Amira, thank you so much. We are over 94. Linda, thank you for your generosity. We're so grateful. If you could help us with any amount. Rob Gabriel, thank you. We are almost at $95,000. We would be so thrilled. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned, any amount help. You can also pick a custom amount. Like maybe you really wanted to support, the museum, and you could put in the address of the museum. You could donate $1,350, and we would know that you were supporting the Santa Monica History Museum. So many people helping us. Over $95,000 raised in support of this museum. Annette, Thank you so very, very much. And Barry and Kira, thank you so much for all that you do. To Laura Rosenbaum, thank you. Oh, we are almost at $96,000 raised. Thank you, all of you. Kathleen, thank you, and congratulations again for your amazing support, for all that you do for Santa Monica. We could not do it without you. We are so close to our goal of $100,000. Allison, thank you. Anyone who can help us at any amount, we would be so grateful. Susan Potter, yes, thank you. I see your incredible generosity. Thank you so much. And Deb Love, thank you. So many people helping us. If you can help us right now, we will achieve. And the Santa Monica Women's Bay Club, thank you so much. We're just like 4,000. We're less than 4,000. Gerda and R.A. McDonough, thank you so much. We are $3,840 away, I think. Lisa, thank you so much. And if anybody wants to just like do 3,840, well then we'll hit $100,000. And John Gorman, thank you, John. It is so nice to see you. And I can see people are helping us. We're so close. We're like 3,000 and change from our goal of 100,000. I do want to also remind you as you are making these, Yolanda, thank you. Oh my gosh, we are so close. Thank you. And Zachary, thank you so much for your incredible generosity. To all of you who are helping, don't forget about our silent auction. As you are making these incredibly generous donations for which we are so grateful, please, Lisa, thank you. Don't forget that our silent auction will close this evening at 10 p.m. So you want to make sure that you continue to make bids in the silent auction because that is how you are going to get there. Thank you so much. And you can see that Rhoda, thank you so much. There's donations happening in the chat. Rhoda Wise Consulting Group, thank you so much. And maybe we can put that into our thermometer. I'm sure that's going to happen. To Margaret, thank you. To Laura, thank you. So many people. We are yes, and also Jonathan, by the way, let us know that he was going to purchase that second Lakers package. So Jonathan, thank you so much for your support of the Santa Monica History Museum. We are so grateful. We are only just about $3,000 away from our incredible goal. And if anybody wants to help us right now to get there, we would be so grateful. Okay, while you are considering helping push us over the top, over that $100,000 mark, and you know, I will just point out, you are allowed to make an additional contribution. If you've already made a contribution, you could do it. Then that would work. So, but before we get there, we're gonna play one more time. Where is Ian? Where's Ian? We're gonna play our last time. Here it is. Does anybody know where I am? Right there. And it says Santa Monica. I am, yes, but so many things say Santa Monica. Is anybody in Santa Monica? Does anybody know where this is? Okay, here's a better hint. With the beautiful sky behind, can anybody tell me where we are? Oh! Whoa! Somebody's got to know. St. Monica. And we just passed $100,000. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Thank you. And with our live auction items, we're at 113,000. You are so amazing. Thank you to Tara. Thank you so much to Cheryl Gabriel for your incredible generosity. And it doesn't have to stop. If you know anyone who is not here with us right now, who might be able to help the Santa Monica History Museum, send them the link. You can let them know that they can make a contribution. They can come and watch our show. Thank you all for being here. There is one more person that I get to introduce, a person that we owe so much to, because not only is she a member of the Santa Monica History Museum Board of Directors, she is also the chair of this year's Gala committee. She has done so much work to bring us all together. I am going to turn it over to the one and only Kira Blades Snell. And thank you all so much. Kira, thank you so much for being such a supporter of Santa Monica. Kira, have a wonderful night. It has been such a pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Ian. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I am Kira Blade Snell, Chair of the Gala Committee. Planning this year's Gala was quite challenging with the new Delta variants and all the uncertainties and constant challenges surrounding COVID-19. The Gala Committee knew that having a virtual gala was a little risky, and we all were totally done with virtual events. Basically, we were all zoomed out. But nonetheless, we pushed forward, and we agreed that safety was our number one priority. While we wanted each and every one to be safe, we also wanted to have a fun, great event with amazing food. Thank you, Ian, Jennifer, Mark, and your production team for helping us to accomplish this goal. Thank you, Lunetta's All Day, for the amazing dinner. Special thank you to all our sponsors, our silent auction and live auction sponsors. Thank you to our honorees. And thank you very much to my Gala committee for sticking through this with me. There was no way I could have pulled this off without the support of the Gala committee. Thank you guys so much. And also a big thank you to the entire Santa Monica History Museum Board of Directors. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank all of you here tonight for your continued support. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much.
Kira, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want you to know that, Kira, people are shouting you out in the chat big time. And also, just again, for pushing us over the edge. And Susan Gabriel, I saw what you did right at that last second. And thank you, thank you. Susan she gave a huge push as we launched over $100,000. And thank you. And yes, Deb, those baby pictures, so amazing. To Kira, to the entire board of directors, to everyone who came this evening. Dustin, so much generosity. We could not have done this without you. We cannot wait to see you at the museum so soon. So please make a plan in December to come back to the museum. We will have all of these wonderful, new, fun things waiting for you. And, you know, we mentioned at the beginning of this event that we were sending desserts off, that they would arrive in Santa Monica during our event. And we just have to show you. This is what happened. This is the pie you can't buy and the burnt Basque cheesecake landing where they belong. Very, very nicely done. And here is the other pie you can't buy. Rob, oh man, go Dodgers. I love it. So those desserts arrived. And to all of you, have a wonderful, wonderful night. And the chocolate malt cake, oh yeah, love it. So good. Oh, and I see, so many sports fans this evening. Nicely done. Thank you all for being here. We will see you next year when we gather to support the Santa Monica History Museum. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you.